Welcome to Astalia, gentlemen. I will not lie. The chances of your survival are small. Some may even turn against your friends as living corpses. But you have my word that I'll use my arcane gifts to ensure your bodies are given unto Moor's Garden. This is the greatest reward, more than even gold, for the fate of your soul is an eternal concern. Now come, follow me. Strike down the undead that rise against us. Allow me to find this eldritch amulet. I ask not for my own selfish studies, but for the good of the Empire. Howdy, hello. I gotta move my camera, and I will one day figure out why OBS does this to me. But until then, it is not that day. Pre-quest battle rants. The pre-quest battle rant. Hello, Simon. Congratulations on being first. Splash, congratulations on your resub for a number we've already talked about. I'm not gonna repeat. But a very large number, thank you. Crank, you'll get your goddamn hydrate. Crank decided to redeem a hydrate before stream started and decided that wasn't a waste of points. But paying one for first is. And Mim, thank you for the wake me up also before stream. As a Cetra lover, do you have his entire list of titles recommended? Or the memorized? Just gonna tell you here. Hello, Splash Gina. Gonna tell you here. Finally got around to playing Diablo 4 again as a Warlock. Was wondering why I kept nearly dying until I remembered I started on the step above hard as a tiny level 1. No! Mad Bud, no! I'm glad you figured that out. I do, but I don't have 3 days to recite them. Fair enough. It would take that long to type it all in chat. Needless to say, I've specialized in range chat. Nice. I still have yet to try Warlock. I'm up to four seasonal characters now. I don't know how many I should or shouldn't make. But definitely, if I do make another, it will be a Warlock because they look cool. Well, hello, Mad Mud. Welcome in. You want to do wow, Splash, the World of Warcraft Warlock main wants to try Warlock in Diablo. Just started back with the base level game as well. Just struck on through that slowly to get through Act 1 to catch up with you and DTN. Oh yeah, to get through the main story? Yeah, I mean, you have time. Like, I think like NASCAR Ben wasn't going to be able to pick up the expansion until after this weekend. And so I think I found enough stuff for DTN to do that he doesn't, that he, you know, we can wait until then. So you should have, you know, the entire weekend plus some to catch up. And I know DTN would be excited to see you in that. So when you start that expansion, if Paladin calls, Paladin's fun. I've got a Hammerden that is, it's very fun. You just jump around everywhere with hammers dancing all around you, and it's great. Also have a druid that has lightning fall all around her and jumps around a lot. And then I have a spirit board that jumps around a lot. Turns out jumping around a lot is really good. I haven't even played the second expansion. Also forgot the list of statues are count wide. Madman, do you want to know something even more sad about the Lilith statues than that they're account wide? They don't do shit anymore. They if you like, and actually it's even worse. If you go and claim one now, like if you find one you hadn't found before, like, you know, then you get like some, like not a whole lot. You get like some resources, like some gem fragments and stuff like, and crafting materials. I think if you find one you haven't claimed before, if you've already found them all, you don't get jack. It used to give you all the beefy buffs and perma stats. Yep, it used to, and literally with this expansion in this season, they take that away. They took that away. They work if you were just so Splash. If you've never found them before, you get something from them. If you have found them before, you aren't able to claim them again. And that's across all of your characters. And what they used to give you permanent buffs account wide. Like if you claimed enough of them, you got like extra ability points and bonus experience and stuff like that. And you don't get that anymore. And on the one hand, it sort of makes sense, but on the other hand, like you're actually like you get rewards if you haven't found all of them. So if you have found all of them, you're like fucked. Not fucked, but like, because it's not like you get anything like super huge, but you get little things, and like those little things can give you an advantage. And Diablo is all about finding all those little advantages. Look what they're taking from us. As someone that only played one actual season, so only got to take advantage of it once, that I had went and did all those things that to find them after like I already had a character that was like powerful enough that the advantage they gave you was negligible. It is frustrating. For the people that got like 10 seasons out of them, that's probably like my understanding is for the most part people were fine with the change, that they've already gotten their bonuses from them, and like the time it took to go find all of them has been repaid in spades and all this stuff. And hey, it's good for the new player experience, because frankly the new player experience was, or not the new character experience was balanced around people having them, is what it sounded like by the end. And the new player experience, meanwhile, meant you didn't have that. Have you yet to do the cow level? I assumed there was a cow level in Diablo 4. I didn't realize we already knew how to find it. It's way more complicated too than Diablo 2. Yeah, there were 2 cow levels in Diablo 3, but it's not what Madden was talking about. I mean, the cow level of Diablo 2 to get to, you just needed what? Wirt's Leg, Tome of Town Portal, and that was it in the Haraja Cube? Was that it? Or do you need more than that? I can't remember. Assuming new players know more and I've done more than is reasonable, but I thought Microsoft fixed them. Well, I mean, come on. This is the first expansion since Microsoft fixed them. Let me think back to my stoner high school days and see if I can remember. True. How, like, we've slept since then. Anyway, speaking of sleeping, we have slept since we, well, did a draw on this fight. Probably over the end turn, they'll sally out and try to fight us. But like, your demise is certain. I'm confident we can get out of this fight without losing any wizards and do even more damage to them. You know, killing this Bloodshriek Chimera. The newest WoW patch is vibe coded to hell and back, and it shows. I've heard a lot of very terrible things about the most recent WoW patch, and it's very frustrating, and I'm sorry for people who are still playing that game. But also at a certain point, I'm like, why are people still playing this game? I say as I'm playing back on a rolled back patch. Granted, part of the reason I'm playing a rollback patch is because I want to keep playing this campaign, and I don't want to just start a new campaign that I'm only playing for today. Because I do have plans for Monday for the next thing I want to play. And I expect that to take quite some time. Like my guild, that is a very good reason. Okay, all right. I'm gonna fight this. I think my intention is I want to kill this, maybe the Lord, and then see what I can do otherwise, like clear out some of maybe, like, honestly, killing Chaos Warriors is pretty big because they don't get to recruit Chaos Warriors, they just get to recruit Marauders. So maybe getting to, like killing killing as many Chaos Warriors as I can is probably relevant. At least in the main army. Obviously, they're going to get the settlement garrison back. And then I think with that, the intention is immediately retreat. I might even just retreat anybody that's not on horseback just immediately, just so I don't have to worry about it. Because, yeah, I don't even have trees to item. Also, I mean, some people still play DBD. Worse, I have friends that are still, like, content partnership with DBD. And I'm just like, okay, sure, I guess. All right. Wizard of Death. You and you. The only ones. Okay. Let's have him up here. I'm gonna just start a fight, move them to the corner, and then the second someone even comes close to breathing on them, I'm just gonna have them withdraw. Maybe this guy can put a spirit leech on somebody as he's leaving. And again, I'm not expecting to win this fight. I think there is a world where I could win it. Not with 124 wins. But I think there is a world where, like, I do a shit ton of damage and I effectively win it. But I'm not. That's not what I'm expecting. I'm hoping to kill some high value units and take as little damage as possible beyond that. By my will alone. Like, if these guys all want to run up here and give me more time, go all the way to the corner. I'm not going to be able to get around that, am I? No lingering by Ulrich's wrath. I'm just going to do this now to get them to split up. Oi, oi, what's up, Ari? Moving now. At speed. Formation. Doing that is worthwhile. And come around behind. If you would have sent all those fast units after those guys, I'm not going to complain. It's kind of not a good map for trying to maneuver, because, like, there's this entire fucking corner that I don't even get to use. No, I feel demolished. Wrote 5 pages today. Holy hell! A lot of work. I'm doing okay. I hydrate. Let me do that hydrate real quick. Had an appointment this morning, which went okay. But also got to spend some time with some veterans, and that was cool. And then made some plans for this weekend, which it's Memorial Day in the US, which can sometimes be really tough for me. This year I'm feeling like not positive. Like it's a somber, for me it's a somber day. I'm glad people celebrate it. I don't know if I'll ever get to a point where I celebrate it. But it's a good moment, day or weekend of reflection for me. And I feel healthy about how I'm reflecting this year versus other years when I definitely what I was doing was not healthy. So made some plans for tomorrow, made some plans for Monday, the actual day. And that seems like to be a good place to be in. I'm going to just do this again because these are kind of a good unit to murder. The fuck? Click on it. Jesus, come on. Why are these the slow? I am very mad. I'm about to lose one, if not both of them. Wait, did you not cast it? Hello? Right. Well, that guy's dead. That's all. You. Do this. Slow that down, and so yeah, they're gonna group them all to slow down. Ooh, and I can do that. You've been wiped out. Oh, these dogs chase down. That's not good. Hello? Why did they... I am very confused what's going on. You know what? I wonder if I can just charge on these fucking horsemen. There we go. We're gonna... Sorry to hear in Denmark, our Veterans Day, it's 5th of September. Did I get a haircut? I got a haircut Monday. And what do you mean you get that reference? That is what our Veterans Day is. Why is your speed 28? Oh. The f... Oh, I see. Okay. The Marauder Horsemen of Nurgle are putting that debuff. That's right. Oh, it's the Armistice Day. Yes. So yeah, yes. Veterans Day falls on Armistice Day. How much? I have 34 more power, winds of reserve power. That's not nearly enough to do whatever any of the other goals that I have left. Okay, you withdraw. Thank you for that. See if I can get you a little more health before you get knocked off the field. God. How do you still have... I have so many entities left for being on that little fucking health. All right, fine. This is what you want to do? Okay. I don't think we're getting much more of that, so we're just going to withdraw, and then hopefully we save this guy's life by withdrawing and causing just to immediately break. Yeah, that is all of our Winds of Magic. Why are you not withdrawing? What the... That is... Are you awake now? Yes. We're neutral to the X of the Danes and occupied, so Lynn who got forced fight for Fritz, yeah. I did lose this one. That's annoying. They lost this guy, and all of the... except for this guy, all the Marauder Horsemen were part of their garrison? That's annoying. I probably really fucked up with these fights. You got a kill. That's good, at least. Who are you going to name Cute Harris? The Grey Wizard that just died.
Let us begin.
Averlin destroyed. Well, that's not great. Okay.
Yes, that will do.
I just need more Winds of Magic, so I think I just got to do this.
I will marshal the band.
We'll keep building.
Now,
Actually, I'm gonna... No, I want Spearman. Can't name a character who died. Shame. Also can't name a character Keith Harris, so it's perfect. Grandfather's brother volunteered for the British and fell at Passendale? She found a stone there many years ago. We went to visit. Ooh, that's always... I've always enjoyed like going to a place and find it. Like if I know, like I've never gone out of my way to like visit like the cemetery of that anyone, like some family member that I've never met is buried at, but like occasionally, like if we're near somewhere, I've gone, and it's always been cathartic. There's a rule of redeem saying I can't name someone that. There's also isn't a rule of redeem saying that I'm legally bound to follow it. So get wrecked. You know what you were doing. Yeah, no, I didn't figure you would, but you know, sometimes happens. I'm being rigged against? Yep.
Lady of Athel Laura.
dragon.
Rigged. I don't have a trade deal? Oh, right. It probably fell apart because, you know, that whole not having a province thing. Give me money. No, I'm declaring war on you.
What?
And then, yeah, okay.
You summon me.
How? You don't get arcane essays on losing a battle? What? You have to slay the infernal hordes. You get rerolls, and you get your rerolls back when you complete war plans. So here's your solution: reroll infernal hordes. If there's a war plan that requires you to do an infernal horde, reroll. That's what I do. I wonder if that's also present in the current version. I don't lose enough. I've never really lost battles, but I don't know. Trying to think. Like, there's obviously a couple things different about this campaign, but I've never really like lost a battle. But Rue, hello. How are you? How are you doing? I said Rue, and Buster immediately shows his belly. Buster immediately showed his belly when I said Rue. Hello, how are you? Bostondale was brutal even by World War I standards. 450 to 850,000 casualties just 3 months. Jesus. I'm doing okay. We're Gelton. We're doing some funny business. We said we're abandoning Cathay and going back to the Empire. So we're not colonizing. Yes, that's why I did it. So we weren't colonizing. That's why I did it. Anyway. I hope you're doing well. It's been a bit. I don't know. I feel like we've talked annually on Eurovision weekend, but also understandable if you for whatever reason that you didn't join us this year. Totally understandable, whatever it was. If you did enjoy it, hopefully you enjoyed Bulgaria. I enjoyed Bulgaria. Bangaranga was certified Bangaranga. Legit forgot. That's fair. That is fair. Again, no judgment of not seeing you. Just we all enjoyed Bulgaria. I mean, I feel like I'm not going to harp on anyone who skipped Eurovision this year or skipped Eurovision in the past couple of years. I don't agree, but I'm not gonna I don't disagree to the point that I think people are bad if they do skip out on it. That is certainly they're right by any means. Not about Eurovision after Eurovision. Fair enough. Well, we could play end turn simulator for a few turns. Trying to think what I can accomplish in the meantime. I mean, we'll just recruit a bigger army out of this. We'll have it back it up, so if we actually have to fight it, like, we've got a good army in reserve to fight it after we clear out the initial stuff with the wizards, and then the wizards being at full health, having a shit ton of winds of magic. Splash's favorite is Choke Me, if anyone needed to know. Oh, damn, my buff ran out. Why am I losing that much money? I'll pay. We've got a lot of money. I
Yes, my lord. So,
Oh, they're on mounts. I was like, why is their upkeep 300 over 300? Because they're on mounts. Mounts increase upkeep. I knew that. It was a good song too. I just heard the recap mainly and read the real-time chat because I don't want to watch. Just like I'm not gonna watch the World Cup of football this summer. Favor and treatment matters to me. Oh, I'm not watching the World Cup, and I actually do normally watch the World Cup, but yeah, I'm not watching the World Cup. So,
the Empire.
and highly encourage other people to not either.
Yes.
No, not that. Oh yeah, that. Okay, so this will take me up to 14. That'll do like 2 more guns. That'll get me to 16, and then I can just do the rest here. Oh, yeah. There's that too. But also, you know, I'm a fan of boycotting the country that's hosting the World Cup this year. Anyway, you know, something I can do, because I have 4 fucking slots. Who the heck is hosting this year? Wait, Splash, do you actually not know? Wait, Splash. I mean, it makes sense. It's... Oh. The US is hosting. Why? Yeah, I figured. Whoa, shit! Like, you know, Rue's on board. Rue's on board. She's done more to boycott the U.S. than the rest of us. She fucking left this country. Now, I can make all the jokes all day about where the country she did move to, but at least it's not the U.S. Nah. That just look, Rue, you're on Twitch. We everything on Twitch. You add a W to the end. Keck W. Okay, I'm only thinking of Keck W, but you just add W to the end. So asshole W is just, you know, that's the next Twitch emote, and we can all think we're all here to witness it get created by Rue. And this is why it was a terrible decision to give a nation with no football history. Well, okay. We don't have no football history. We invented American football. But we don't, like, as far as a soccer country goes, like, you know, even talking about that, I think, so, 2 things. We have no win, obviously. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that we have a win, but, like, among the countries that don't have wins, like, the U.S. is, like, in a, of the countries that don't, like, that are still looking for their first win, the U.S. is probably the closest. Unless I'm missing some really obvious country. And also, yeah, U.S. women's soccer. First of all, wait, hold on. That is also erasing U.S. women's soccer, which is still the same sport, and obviously has an incredibly rich history. Belgium? Do you really think Belgium gets their win before the U.S.? Like, like there's very like it's obviously like we've the community in the US around the sport has like been saying, oh, we're so close for like 30 years now, but like all it takes is one generation's LeBron James decide they're playing soccer instead of some other sport, and the US has a very large population of people that sports are kind of their only way to rise above all the other pressures that are keeping them from rising above. Like it is not like there is a support structure for the sport in the US, and it is like has a strong tradition. The women's team again is an incredibly strong tradition, and it feels a little weird saying that the US doesn't have one. This doesn't have any history with it. Well, US will never win the World Cup unless you change your youth system. Like, invest in it, because that's what things like the World Cup do help, is like make people want to invest in it in this country. Like it is, you need to remove the draft. Like for MLS? This player in the world will debut in top teams at age 16, 18. I think so. I think there's two like like I'm trying to I don't know, I guess I should say I don't know enough about this to make a compelling argument. I think one thing that I would say oh, I think I want both of these for each army. I think the big thing that I'm thinking of is like first of all, if a US player is good enough, wouldn't they be scouted by an international team anyway? Like absolutely, like I was thinking of Landon Donovan, of like, well, we've had top players before, and specifically I was thinking of Landon Donovan, who, you know, played for my local team, played for you know, the Northern California team, but also like, and yeah, definitely I would trust his opinion on it, but I would also like, I would say part of the reason I don't believe that for a second is because, first of all, like like obviously you need the best team, and it's not just going to be one player that changes everything, but also like one player can make a huge difference. And currently, the best players debut in top teams age 16 and 18. but that hasn't always been true, and there's no guarantee that will always be true. And Landon Donovan's job isn't necessarily to come up with that new system, it's to evaluate what systems are already out there. And so without knowing anything, my first thought is, hey, like, we're like, our chances of winning are lower if we don't just emulate what other countries are doing. But it might be that someone stumbles into a different way of doing things that does work. How we're doing it now isn't going to win.
The nation.
What else? Okay, I do want more wizards for this army. So we do need a amethyst wizard in here. And then fire.
Ready to burn them.
That's a lot of money.
Smoke and mirrors.
Okay.
You have need of me? Powers of oblivion. Ready to burn them.
Cool. We'll do those 4.
I am the supreme patriarch.
You're the supreme patriarch.
It is best to move.
We're gonna do that so we can keep healing and keep getting this Winds of Magic. We have more research. Yeah, I guess. No, we need the money. We're now bleeding it, and bleeding it kind of quickly. For some reason, it's always Brasskeep, Howling Citadel, Archaon, and Albion Bellicor that's hell to try and take. I mean, in general, I'd say the problem always comes down to when the AI is like at their final province. Like in general, because and it's one of those things, it makes sense, but it's like something needs to change so it just doesn't drag like this currently does. It makes sense because this army's not going anywhere to beat, it can't beat anybody. They are demanding me to pay for a non-aggression pact? Lady, I'm gonna kill you. Like, this army, these sets of armies are no harder to take out than Laurel and Forest, for instance. Don't decolon me. They're an Empire region. They're an Empire region. They're absolutely getting murdered. But also, yes, landmark, kill him. Okay, so you get in there.
Sigmar's will.
You get in there.
Summon arcane artifacts.
You get in there. You get in here.
Bring forth items of power.
Old tired, so I'm going to bed. Rude, thank you for hanging out. I'm glad we got to see you. I'll see you next year at Eurovision. But if I see you before then too, I'll be very excited. I know I don't have to invite you to the Vibe Club, that you know you're always invited, but always happy to see you in the Vibe Club. Yeah, let's recruit 2 more guns. Then we'll go here and French dead. Nope. She's right here. French is alive. Okay. So we'll recruit 2 more guys here. This guy will come here, recruit 1 more army, and then we'll do the murder that way. I do also now need a military access with the Empire. Are you coming to fight me? Or are you going to make it so I literally can't attack the settlement? Hold on.
Ready. Very well. I will do this. That will work. Ready.
I'm not entirely sure.
Step to it. Sigma forbids this.
All right. Swordsman. So you have a little more of a front line. You replenish. Sweet.
Do not waste my potential. Call from the heavens. Agreed by far. Gold wizard.
We'll reduce some of these lore magic costs.
Let us begin. To the provinces.
Oh yeah, you're recruiting, so you can't move anymore. Yeah, if I can't even... I don't remember if it works like this or not. If I can't actually attack through this army to attack Brass Keep, or like start the siege on Brass Keep, and then putting an army here blocks it, then that is a reason that Brass Keep is just fucked. Brother, can you... I do wish AI would see the or more value military access pact if they're already moving through your lands. Of like, I don't actually want to piss you off, but I don't think that's how it works.
Greetings, fellow heirs of Sigma.
Yeah, like your minus for AI, more like butts. No, because we like butts. But you're friendly with me, which you would not be if I was trespassing, and yet you're trespassing on my land. Like, if I select them, I don't condemn them for... I don't condemn them for trespassing? What? I am so confused.
By the comet. What does the Emperor bid?
Right.
Sigma compels us.
Trespassing. Who the fuck cares?
It is for the best.
We're gonna...
Wind of Shaman.
I mean, 179 is not perfect, but that is a lot. I think I'm just gonna have to accept that that's how much I'm gonna have. Me accidentally stepping a single millimeter out of the way and getting a penalty. The AI spending the entire turn on mine, but leaving next turn before the trespass warning even goes through. Yeah, I'm not going to attack the Empire, so I'm not going to put I'm not going to attack Carl. So I'm not going to put a trespass warning on him. But also, I mean, sure. That works for me. That's actually the dumbest thing they could have done. I don't care about fighting this small army in there. Okay. You can get through that, right? Yes, you can. Cool. They won't be able to immediately siege it, but I don't care. I just don't care. We'll wait. That's fine.
It is war. I am innocent. I shall be victorious.
Why is this a crushing defeat? Huh? Motherfucker, Friday, how we doing tonight? Gotta keep these lives up and steady. You heard I'm locked with you. Thank you, Leica. I missed that you were actually live. I will be lurking as well. I apologize. Hope you're doing good, Leica. Okay, this should be a fucking easy fight. Federabase's wins were lost mostly on the initial army stuff. That's interesting, because I definitely, like, having a second army alone usually, like, turns the tide. You have, like, 2 minutes to keep them alive. I'm feel fairly confident that I could actually win this with just this army. Maybe there's too many soul leeches that need to happen that I wouldn't just be able to do it straight up. Okay, who's still on foot? You're on foot.
The Empire endures.
Okay, 3 new guys. We'll hide them up here. Ad break starting soon. Adge, yeah. Okay, we won't start the fight. You'll get to... You get to stare at these guys on their pretty horses. And we'll run the ads. I'll see everyone in 3 minutes. You soon. We're back. We're back. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. We are ready to start, I believe. See, balance of powers already in my favor. Which I think actually even means these guys are just going to stay there. They're on the defense. They have the weaker balance of power. They have literally no incentive to come out of there. You guys hide a little bit more into the woods. So we're gonna just wait for some reinforcements to come in. All right, we hit the bed. Take care. So you interview on Discord. I did see it. I obviously won't watch it till after stream. But thank you for sending that because yeah, Landadonna was exactly who I was thinking of. No, do not go that far. Okay, these guys and the Empire Captain, definitely, they're going to be a group. We'll do like that. You can hang out up front here. Okay. Why are you missing health? This guy's been sitting in a fucking settlement for 20 turns. Why is he missing health? I mean, if they want to group up even more, I won't say fucking no.
Go! At speed! For Heldenhammer! No lingering! Moving now! Formation, march!
Oh, you come over here too. I forgot I had a warrior priest here. But you there in these gaps. This is you know, apparently fighting an actual battle this time. I think if I keep sending these guys around, the way they'll curve this will be in a very, very, very favorable. There's aspiring champions. With regen? Monkas. If they want to sit there and take this, like, I gotta get through this regen anyway.
For Heldenhammer! Go to battle! Formation, march! Take position! Moving now! At speed!
Ooh, net them.
Illumination upon them! Attack! Take the ground! Quick march! Armor melts!
Honestly, I'm kind of okay with.
Moving out.
Good news, did level 60 tier 8 for Pit. Bad news, I died way too much. Yeah, it's fine. You're only gonna get there by dying too much. Ah, Chaos Giants going after rifles. That's you love to see it.
To battle. Take the ground. Take position. At speed. I am supreme. The Empire. Moving now.
Come back up here.
Yes. Spirits invoked. Soldiers of the Empire.
Why did that other Chaos Giant die so easily and this one's...
Baltazar Gelt. To battle.
Need a little more focus firing. Nope. Well, that went through. That's good.
Send us out.
Oh, did it end up going on these Chaos Warriors instead? It's probably fine.
Lord of metal.
I actually think this is probably fine.
Ready for war.
Aspiring Champions, I don't know what I'm doing about that. Wait, what the? Who the fuck are you?
Depart. A path. Swift. This way. Set off. Moving. Going. At speed.
I'll manually get this out of this fucking tar pit. Jesus.
Swift. The ground quakes.
Actually, if you guys can come around and help with those trolls,
Moving. Set off.
that'll probably help.
Ulrich's
You can salute these guys.
curses of Shaish. Handgunners. Missile troops. The Empire endures. Moving now. To battle. Missiles will fly. Sigma command.
Start firing at them in the back. Ooh. Jesus Christ.
Going.
You know what?
Wither and die.
Think it still casts? Yes.
What? We are Sigma's heirs. Shaman! Spirits invoked. I'll ready the men! Our steeds.
You should be 3.
Quietus. Awaiting orders for the Warhammer! Handgunners! Sigmar's heirs! Bow before me!
Okay, I have to manually move you.
A path. At speed. We await your orders! Depart. Standing by! No lingering!
Well, these aspiring champions still haven't been fully routed yet. That's interesting. Well, that's the case.
Death's foreseen. Do not run with them. They are using dark forces against the enemy. Fallen star. For Heldenhammer.
Okay.
Battle! Ready for war.
The trolls are dead. That's good.
For Heldenhammer. Ulrich's wrath on them. Moving now. General.
That's fine. You do that. Can I
Sorcery.
do that and then immediately turn around?
Going.
Ooh, I would love to do a nice fire spell in the middle of that. The aspiring champions recovered.
Go.
That's less than ideal.
For Heldenhammer. No lingering.
No, you guys go this way.
Sigmar calls.
So when you have the speed advantage, you can get them to do dumb shit like this.
Ready for war. Hand gunners. Take the ground. Quickly. For Heldenhammer. Quick march.
If they want to stay up there, that's fine with me.
Quick march.
Sure.
Burn everything. The Empire endures. Now. Emperor's might.
Okay, we've got control over this fight. We kind of do whatever we want from here. So we might as well. Gonna have 139 wins of magic. Crushing defeat, by the way. I don't even think I did anything that crazy.
Amethyst wizard. Ulrich's wrath on them. Prepare for combat.
Oh, you're just knocking him over, and that's why. Yo. Good little charge animations.
On my command. Take the ground. Formation, march. No lingering. Hand gunners.
Gonna back these guys up a little bit and put some gaps in again.
By my will alone. Battle awaits.
You know what? That unit's so dead. Even if they somehow win it, I don't think it can survive with one unit, even in a win.
No lingering! To battle! Quietus. Quick march! Formation, march!
How does spawn a Nurgle? Wait, where do they get their 15 kills? Were they in melee and then pulled out? Oh, I guess. Oh, those are Empire Knights that killed, probably.
The Empire endures! Death's foreseen. All ranks fire! Balthazar Gelt! For Heldenhammer! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Bad news, spawn Nurgle unbreakable. Good news, they are very shootable.
Sigmar guides us! It is against Sigmar! Yes! Moving now! Wither and die.
Speaking of very shootable, what's up, Exalted Hero?
Fallen staff! Let's go!
And again, if they want to send their main army, try and chase my guys on horses and send onesies and twosies, that's the army losses. Who do I need to make sure? Marauder Bearman? Probably.
I shall unhinge them! For the Empire! Knowledge is power! No! Crafting illusions! This was not meant to be! Wizard of death. Get them!
Send them against this because we're already doing a lot of. This army will probably retreat to somewhere that it'll be hard for me to get to, so I just need to do as much damage to as possible. Also, I think severely damaging this guy but not killing him is also very good.
Ready! Very well!
Oh yeah, these are Chaos Warriors, so yes, definitely want to kill these guys.
Bestial strength! Wizard ready. Spirits invoked. The Empire endures! Cavalry ready! Take the ground! Prepare
Yo, what's up, Blavico? How are you doing today?
Death comes with haste. Sigmar
Actually, you do some damage to that. Oh, actually,
your orders.
pretty good. How about yourself on this beautiful Friday? Doing good, doing good. It is a very beautiful Friday, dear. Hi, Kel. Speaking of beautiful. Yeah. I could have been smoother about that, but also, damn, whatever. It works. Hey, yo.
Fight them.
I definitely want to do as much damage as I can. Okay. That might actually kill him. Oh, perfect. 138 health, that's great. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Had an appointment this morning. Got to hang out with some veterans today, and that was cool. And yeah, made some plans for this weekend, which, you know, it being Memorial Day weekend is always important to do for me. And let's run this slow because I realize I still have some healing I could do. Yeah. Actually, in fact, do it like this. So you bought all 3 Total War Warhammers, I'm too stupid to play them. Got any beginner tips for me? Mainly like around the whole turn-based thing outside of combat, some tips on combat. Sure. Are you... I'm assuming you're a strategy gamer of some kind, if you were interested in this, or were you just interested in Warhammer and decided, hey, this will be a good way to... I guess let's start there. Are you a strategy gamer that's new to Total War, or are you a Warhammer fan that's new to Total War? Age of Empires back in the day. Fuck yeah. Man. I don't even remember the name of the Microsoft matchmaker, but I did a lot of Age of Kings on the old school Microsoft matchmaking in the late 90s. So obviously you clearly know the difference. I don't need to explain that to you. Trying to think what you can take away from that. Because I was a dumb kid when I played those games back in the day and didn't understand econ, didn't understand any of that. Just was like, yo, but if I built a bunch of knights, that'd be funny and it'd be fun, and it was, and I would lose, but it didn't matter because I was playing a deathmatch, so I still got to do it. So like, you know, economy is important. I say as I'm losing 2,400 gold the turn, but this is kind of a weird campaign, so don't take what I'm doing in this as this is what you should do. I think, in general, I think the best newbie advice I can give is don't be afraid to try something, and if you're not having fun with it, go find something else. There are so, like... You've bought all 3 base games, so you can play like 80%, 90% of the factions, without buying any DLC besides the 3 games. The only people you can't play are what? Chaos Warriors, Tomb Kings, Vampirates. Are ogres, me lord? Do you need could you get those with base Warhammer 3 now? It's a very short list of what factions you can't play. And factions, for the most part, factions will have the play styles that, like, some of them will speak to you, some of them won't. And that's too hard for me to figure out, like, I think that's too hard for, like, anybody but you as the player to figure out. There's lots of cool different ways, and because there's so many factions that even within the ways you like to play, there might be, like say you just like taking a melee army and right-clicking across the map and having your melee army kill everything. Well, you could do that as Valkia and have it feel a certain way. You could do that with Bretonnia and have that feel a different way. Like, there's just so many different things. What else? Ogres, no. Okay, yeah, good point. And Beastmen, yeah. Yeah, so there's all these suggestions that my chat's saying, because like a lot of my chat plays this game as well, even though I don't normally stream this, but you know, I've made my friends and we all enjoy similar games. I think in general, there's different advice I can give of, hey, you might like this if you like this, but like really play him. Play 10 to 20 turns, just see how it feels. If it doesn't feel right after the first battle, because every faction has their like turn 1 battle that they're supposed to fight, then that's probably not a good sign. Although, I can also say, hey, Skaven didn't feel right for me on the first battle, and then I found out how to finally learned how to play Ikaclaw. If you're having trouble after that, but you enjoy the game, but you still don't know if you found your place, doing what you did today, finding content creators, and finding like their YouTube videos of like their first 10, 20 turns of somebody and seeing if you can get ideas from there. Like the campaign I'm playing, there's so many different ways you can do it because you actually start over here, but then once you beat the faction you're first fighting, you get a dilemma that says you can go back to the Empire or you can stay here. And I normally stay here, but well, all this pink shit was making it not fun, so I was like, fuck it, why don't I go back and see what that's like? And now I'm playing a completely different campaign than what I normally play doing this. Mad Muns is really good at playing a wallet as Orion. Yeah, like there's lots of different factions, so there's lots of different playstyles, and even within those factions, there's like minutiae of the playstyles. So I think finding what you want to do first is probably the best bet, and especially if you have all 3 Warhammers, that's a lot of time you could do where you're just learning, like doing different starts and seeing how they're different and different play styles and all that stuff just from the get-go. And I don't have any. I have my biases, but I don't like. There's some people that will swear by you should start as Call of Franz and you can play 500 campaigns as Call of Franz and never get bored. Call of Franz is probably my least played Empire faction. Nope, never mind. Huntsman General, but then Call of Franz. I really enjoy the dwarfs because, you know, if I wasn't making a bunch of knights in Age of Kings, I was playing as the Ottoman Empire, building walls everywhere and building cannon towers behind it and turtling up. And I get to do that as the dwarfs, except in real-time battles. So that's, you know, like there's all sorts of things. Give all 2, thank you. I appreciate that, Blavico. I will, let's see, are they live? Damn, neither of the people I was thinking of that would be live right now that are very good ideas to as content creators to probably learn from, because they actually get early access to all this stuff. Neither Small Edge nor Great Book of Grudges is live. I will, because he's a close friend and a fellow Marine, I will recommend one other person to watch them stream that I think would be worth a follow. And a lot of people here already follow him, so you know I don't necessarily need to shout this out for everybody. Gentleman by the name of Dad the Noob, DADTHENEWB, also very good at the Warhammer games, plays a variety of them, and streams this game a lot more than I do. Would also very much be worth a follow. Hell yeah, there you go. You also don't have to follow trying to play on hard or hate my life difficulty. Yeah, I'm playing on very hard right now because like well, there's a number of reasons I'm playing on very hard. I very rarely play on very hard in my off time. For a number of different reasons. I will recommend that you probably shouldn't play on easy. There's a number of reasons why. To me, the most important one is so one of the things you can do in this game is you can auto-resolve fights. I can't do it right now, but auto-resolving fights, and this is actually a very, very important thing to have in your back pocket because I'm on turn 20 or turn 30 now. And there's some fights that are just not worth taking the time to fight. But playing on easier difficulties also adjusts how much leeway the auto resolve gives you, to the point of if you're playing on easy, so there's two difficulties. There's battle difficulty and campaign difficulty. So that's why I'm saying the same word twice. If you're playing on easy campaign difficulty and easy battle difficulty, the game will actually let you auto resolve victories that that even really good players couldn't do under those same conditions if they manually fought it, which can help create which should make your expectations of what you can do like a little mismanaged. Yeah, can build bad habits and give you false sense of how powerful things are. Yes, that's thank you, Craig, for putting it that way. Easy sounds great. I think one of them, let's see, I can adjust. I think if you keep battle difficulty, I think what you want to do is keep the battle difficulty above easy. You can do this with the AI stats modifier. So like take away all their cheats and in fact make them a little bit worse, and that's fine. I think you just want to keep. Which one is it? It's been so long since I watched the video that explained this. But there's a couple of really good videos out there of like, hey, like for learning the game, one of the two difficulties being on easy actually creates bad habits, so you shouldn't. But battle difficulty auto resolve. Okay. So yeah, I would just recommend that. But if you're finding you're not having fun unless you're playing on easy, so be it. Go play on easy. That's, yeah. So that would be the newbie advice that I'd give is like, depending how much you want to challenge yourself, I would very much recommend at least the battle difficulty, taking it off easy, just so you're not auto-resolving fights. And fighting the tougher fights. So that way you can learn, hey, this one's winnable and here's why, or this one's not winnable and here's why. Play a variety of factions just to find the one you like, because there's so many different play styles, and who knows what's going to actually speak to you. And yeah, like watching content creators is how I learned. And if there are some people that don't enjoy doing that, if you don't enjoy doing that, so be it. Don't watch content creators. Play it your own way. If you do enjoy watching content creators, yeah, there's a lot you can learn. How do I keep public order under control? I can't build anything because I haven't upgraded my city, but I can't upgrade the city because of disorder, and having a general there or whatever isn't doing anything. I'm curious what public order issues you're seeing. Because like right now, I'm playing on very hard, which I don't think going up to legendary changes the maybe legendary does give you an increased penalty, but I'm getting the -4 from difficulty level. I'm also getting -2 because Imperial Authority, so like I'm like very much have some problems, and like growth is slow, but I am getting growth. But yeah, like what Craig's mentioning, some factions have mechanics that will help you. Some will have research that'll help you. Some of them you just embrace, like as like Dark Elves and Skaven, you embrace that you have revolts and fight them for food and slaves. And or like hell yeah. I think if you're still having growth problems, like the growth buildings are very much worth it. I was playing Carl. Probably it was your Imperial Authority that was causing the problems. I would say, because like, so for instance, only 43% of the settlements are controlled by Empire factions. So we're getting a -10 growth across our entire like every single place. And that's probably screwing over my growth more than anything else. It is interesting because, like, as Carl and anybody that's playing in the Empire, you do have this weird thing where, like, as you get going, as you do better, the game gets easier, which there is some problems in this game with snowballing is like the only, like, setting yourself up to snowball early is kind of the only way to, or can feel like the only way to play, because early advantages translate to smoother gameplay in the late game. I tried starting a Warhammer 1. Oh, okay. I think it's great you bought all 3 Warhammer games. There's people that will swear, hey, you should play Warhammer 2. I think those people are a little bit with rose-tinted glasses, especially because the final patch of Warhammer 2 left some things in a weird state. I think, for me, I am always excited when people buy all 3 games. The point of buying all 3 games is so you can play the Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2 factions in Warhammer 3. Karl Franz doesn't have this mechanic in Warhammer 1 or Warhammer 2. Karl Franz doesn't really have any mechanics in Warhammer 1 or Warhammer 2. This was added to Warhammer 3 a couple years ago, and was not added to the previous games. So that's probably part of it. I will say any advice I give you is specific to Warhammer 3. Thank you for mentioning it. I never even thought about, oh yeah, people are going to say, hey, I should play the first game. But that makes so much sense. Hey, I bought these 3 games. I should play the first one, understand the second one and the third one. But, like, yeah, so much has changed through the 3 games. So much quality of life has improved. So many mechanics have changed. Yeah, it's so interesting because it makes so much sense. You genuinely, you did what I think is the reasonable thing to do for any game series. Hey, I bought 3 games. I should play the first one first. I haven't had Warhammer 1 installed in years, and I probably won't install it anytime soon. Not saying that's correct. Maybe no, it doesn't. So it's tough. Warhammer 1 was great at the time it was released, and even by the end of it, it was great. Warhammer 2 had a lot of improvements and quality of life fixes that made it hard to go back to. People went back to Warhammer 1 initially from Warhammer 2 for a couple of reasons, and then as patches kept coming out with Warhammer 2, the reasons to go back to Warhammer 1 evaporated. Same thing kind of happened with Warhammer 3. Warhammer 3's launch was rough. Warhammer 3's launch was... Oh, God, it was rough. And there was actually a while that more people were playing Warhammer 2 than Warhammer 3. But as the quality of life improved, and as they added in Immortal Empires, which is the Grand campaign... I think Warhammer 2 was at a better state this far into its launch than Warhammer 3 is now. And I still would play Warhammer 3 this far into its release than Warhammer 2, because Warhammer 3 has all of the improvements that Warhammer 2 has, and then some. I'm too dumb to play Warhammer 1, though, so is that. Never tried 2 or 3. Yeah, I don't... Honestly, playing 1's just going to give you bad habits. Like, one of the things that changes from Warhammer 1 to the rest of the games is... In Warhammer 1, like, oh my God. Even by the end of the Warhammer 1's life, you could only... There are certain provinces you could take and certain provinces you couldn't take. Like, playing as the Empire, you cannot settle a mountain province or a wasteland province. Playing as dwarfs or greenskins, you can't settle the Empire. Like, just literally can't. Now, like in Warhammer 2, what they added was this suitable climate mechanic. So, like, Brass Keep is mountains. Talheim is temperate. Laurelwood Forest is magical forest. It's got this red circle on it, which tells me, hey, you're not very good at, like, I'm going to get penalties where I'm there. I'm going to get this -7 growth, control -3, construction cost plus 50%. Where's an orange one? It's got to be an orange one somewhere, right? Wait. What are my orange? Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Never mind. But literally all of my unpleasants are right here. So I'm a long way from seeing that. So yeah, there's just some lessons you learn in Warhammer 1 that aren't even true for the rest of the games. Guy next door stopped by and said, so I heard you and your family had an amazing time seeing the Ibras at the Ooh. After you left, my wife asked, who was that? I said, just our nosy neighbor. Hello, Amu. Good morning. Did you say a magic word? No. I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. Not because I get a lot of views over YouTube, but I like having the VODs for posterity, and Twitch only holds your VODs for a number of days. Amu likes to greet us all by posting a dad joke in the YouTube chat, so I can read it and surprise Twitch chat, and much to the chagrin of my mods. Who are probably in a voice chat with him already. They love him, but also, how dare he? I thought it was Pee-wee's Playhouse when you say the magic word event happens. Yeah, no, that's funny. That would be funny if there was like, hey, if someone new to chat says a certain word, I'm required to tell a dad joke. I might have to workshop that. I like the idea. That's actually a very funny idea that I now want to do. Okay,
You summon me.
yes, I've been summoned. I'm gonna take attrition damage over the end turn. That'll have to be fine. We gave streamer ideas.
Do not waste my potential.
Finally, fucking Gelt is level 12. Minus attrition and replenishment rate kind of counts right now. What is this? More recruit rank. No, I want more recruit rank. Anyway.
Who disturbs me? The Amber Order.
We're getting the first of our mage
Face mortality.
improvements. That's nice.
You need fire? What is your wish? The trees tell me much.
So like, it's funny because like the start I'm doing is in Warhammer 1. Well, not the start. The character I'm playing is in Warhammer 1. But playing him in Warhammer 1 is very different than playing him in Warhammer 2, and is very different from playing him in Warhammer 3.
Ready to burn them.
Did you get 3 levels out of that fight? Holy shit. Good job, you.
Speak your mortal words.
The stars blink agreement.
Knowledge is power. Ulrich's will.
Give you health.
Direct me.
Guardian sounds great.
Of course.
What I usually, I guess, melee defense just to make you a little tankier.
Flame on.
Do you play Warhammer IRL? I do not. I came to Total War Warhammer because I played Total War. You know, what was it? A year after Age of Empires 2, Age of Kings came out in 1999, right? If I remember correctly. Or is it 1997 and then one of the Blizzard RTS games came out in 1999? I always get it confused. Anyway, 2000, Total War Shogun comes out. One of my friends that I played all those RTS games with is like, yo, this game looks super cool. We should check it out. So I go over to his house, watch him play this cool new thing because we both played Civilization, so we knew turn-based strategy. We both played Age of Kings and Warcraft 2 and StarCraft and all that, so we knew real-time strategy. And here's this game that let you do both. And we're like, oh my god, our minds are blown. And so I haven't played every Total War since then, but I've played them off and on. And then come sometime around the time the Total War Warhammer 1 comes out, I'm visiting some friends, one of who's in the chat, staying with another friend, and he's like, hey, have you played Total War Warhammer yet? I'm like, I've kind of fallen out of love with Total War games, and I've never played Warhammer. I don't know what I'm doing. He's like, we should play. So he puts me on his wife's computer, playing. I think I was playing as the dwarfs, and he played as the Empire. I think. I can't remember. Anyway, we're playing a co-op campaign. I start playing. I'm like, oh wait, this is kind of sick. And yeah, I've been back on the Total War train ever since. So I'm coming out of this from a Total War perspective, but I as someone who started playing this with the historical games, and you know the OG Total War, it's insane how well this formula works for fantasy. It's made it hard for me to play the historical games because I think the setting works so well, and I've come to enjoy the lore. I have a tab open on 1d6, which is, thank God they finally made a successor to the 1d4 website. Hashtag blame Slash's wedding. Hashtag blame Slash's wedding. It really, me going to Splash's wedding is why I'm now streaming this game today. Nice. Yeah. Well, we won't talk about the results of that marriage, but at least we got this. Neither here nor there. Exactly. People still get married? Nah. This was like a decade ago, Madman. Literally a decade ago this year. Hell yeah. I was like, what year was that again? But it is pertinent. It's where I started playing Total War Warhammer. Oh god, that's terrible. I'm sorry. Thank God I didn't lose my streak. Hydrate? Thank you, Faith. I will hydrate. We're not recruiting, right? Yeah, we're not recruiting. So let's see who is the fool. Oh no. The quest battle. The quest battle has arrived. Finally. Splash's wedding. We're talking about it because I first started playing Total War Warhammer when I was visiting for her wedding. Valiant. I'm pretty sure we can do this. I'm pretty sure this will be super fucking easy. Right. I already fought on this map once, in fact. Why did it sound like Buster is behind my desk when he's not behind my desk? How are you today, Faith? Nope, that's not what I meant to press. That gate has been fixed. Damn. Wait, was that the gate that I broke? Sure looks like it. Yeah. Give me a second. Inside the office at work, tipping my boss because there's not a lot of food in the shop. Ooh. Drop the siege equipment. I probably won't use this because there's no need, but I'll keep it over here just in case I am going to need it.
Crossbows ready, General.
Okay.
Warrior priest.
You are the one I need. Awesome. Mana culture. Empire player. I love it. I would not say I'm an Empire main. I would say I enjoy Gelt and I enjoy Elspeth, Von Draken. But, you know, I don't hate the Empire. They're okay users of the gunpowder that the Dawi helped train them in. But hello, welcome in. Use the butt ladders? No. I'm literally have Gelt's army coming in a minute and 40. I'm just going to use this guy to break the frickin' gate while we wait. I guess Empire's my all-time number 2 faction. They're probably my number 3. Because I just mentioned the Dawi. Because... But I also belong in the book. Because... After the Dawi, my favorite faction to play... Like to skitter and leap all over the Dawi. All right. Anyway, we'll speed up. But hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing a... Is Shannon? Oh, by the way, did you see the new gaming game they announced? I did. I didn't quite get what it's supposed to be from the trailer. Like what type of game it's supposed to be from the trailer I watched. Also, Age of Sigmar, I Sleep. Cathay number 1 and Dwarfs number 3. Nice. Yeah, so the Skulls event was yesterday. And they announced, what is it called? Back to DTN's chat. Wait, was it Deathmaster? Called Age of Sigmar Deathmaster. Greetings from Germany, Guten Tag. We've got you are not alone in being a European here, but also I don't know if I have any other Germans here. But it is good to see you. Welcome in. These guys are all on horseback, so yeah, come break this one. Gotta go. Nice talking to you. You're on Anglo Jr. Nice. Hell yeah. Looks like the Age of Sigmar Darkest Dungeon. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering if it's gonna be, because definitely the artwork gave me Darkest Dungeon vibes, and it's a 2D side scroller ish. But I wasn't sure if it's going to be turn-based, if it's going to be real-time. It's a 2D action platformer with stealth elements. Unfortunately, even though I'm old enough to have played 2D action platformers when they were the only video games you could play, I was never very good at them. And I've only somehow gotten worse at them. How to Google what lineage means? Ah, yeah. You know that it's not just an American thing, but Americans are definitely the most famous for doing it. Of where we're like, hey, I'm German, and it means that our great-great-great-grandfather was German, even though Germany didn't exist at that time. Anyway, I mean, well, okay, I guess the Germanic heritage existed, but the country, which is different than the country of Germany existing. Yeah, I'm well aware, but also, but yes, that's what lineage means. I say as I'm like, as I tell Craig, hey, I'm also Swedish, and he just looks at me like, go back and find the towns named after my family close enough. Ooh, that's cool. Ad break starting. God damn it. Are you broken to this yet? Okay. We're gonna, in slow motion, we're gonna watch these wizards break this gate. And that's what we'll do during the ad break. I run ads every hour just to keep pre-roll from running. If you want to get up and avoid watching the ads, please, by all means. If you click off, totally understand. If you have ad blocker on, fuck yeah. You're only costing me like less. I get less than a cent from any one person watching my ads. I do not give a shit if you ad block them. It doesn't make any difference. But yeah, we're gonna run this ad. I'll see everyone in 3 minutes. See you soon. we're back. You gonna at least pause the battle? Nah, it's fine. We're just wasting their ammo. See, look at all that ammo that got wasted.
Let us go.
If we're his battle time limit, no, fuck that. I don't enjoy the battle time limit. It is incredibly easy to cheese on the defensive and can be incredibly frustrating on the offensive.
Eric's wrath on them. Take position.
So anyway,
Formation, march. At speed.
hello, Marauder Horseman. I heard you guys wanted to fight in close quarters.
Blow deathly winds.
Moving now. Let's go.
Well, that is now a lot of...
Moving. Quick,
This might have been a mistake.
take the ground.
It'll be fine.
Battle awaits.
It'll be... fine.
Haste gold magic.
Wither and die.
It'll definitely be fine. Guys, please don't make me look bad in front of the other wizards.
Their minds are mine. Caster of Shaiish. Creatus.
Bow before me.
Oh, they have chosen. Ooh, this might have been a mistake to run this far in. It'll be totally, surely fine. Totally, surely.
By Ulrich's wrath.
100%. We're pit.
I shall unhinge them. Death comes. Spirits invoked. By Verena,
Did everybody leave? On this side? Okay,
at speed. Sigma calls.
that works.
Unseen. For Galmaraz.
Through it.
No, that's not a very efficient spell.
Deathly wind.
We'll do this instead.
Death's foreseen. Wither and
Lord of metal. Armor melts.
Why did their Marauder Horsemen get to move through all that easily?
grave danger.
You know what I should do?
Howls.
The official question: what's your favorite type of magic in Warhammer 3? Mine would be life magic. Yeah, life magic is pretty fucking goated. It's hard to argue against life magic. You have regen or something? What the hell is going on? Oh no, there's two Gorpies Chariots. I see.
Death's door knocks.
Well, I can't capture that very easily, so we'll just go capture this one instead.
Balthazar Gelt.
Your favorite your favorite type of magic in Warhammer 3 is hand splash? I do like throwing hands.
Ulrich's wrath. Untamed power. Gold wizard. Onwards. Alchemist wizard.
Okay, you no, you can't do Pit of Shades. You, however, can do Pit of Shades. So you can do Pit of Shades right there.
I will break them. Gold wizard. For Heldenhammer.
Swiftly!
Yeah, Spirit Leech is a fucking insane spell.
Spirits invoke. Grave danger. Curses of Shaish.
The Empire endures!
But yeah, life is absolutely the one. Like any faction that has life, I just like feel so much better about having. We're starting to get low on her.
Amber wizard. Swiftly.
Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Like there's a tower here, so they're gonna get shot at, and hopefully they don't die. But maybe they just claim it fast enough that it doesn't matter.
We are Sigma's heirs. Charge.
I am supreme! Haste gold magic!
Death comes. Death's foreseen.
Dude, yeah, Van Magic is pretty sweet.
Blow deathly winds.
Let's kill this Wizard Lord.
At speed.
That should make it a lot easier to.
Steady, man. Wild heart.
Okay.
Sigma. Formation march. Wild destruction.
Actually, yeah, you guys can break that as well. Are they hitting army losses? They hit fucking army losses? Well, look. I never claimed I was going to win this cleanly. I just claimed I would win it. Is Radiant need to push forward the other units to take the abandoned side? I should have done the Empire Knights. Everything else is just so slow that I would have lost more to the towers. And let's be honest, I'm like, especially while I'm streaming, I don't want to take the time to pause and go back and forth. And if I'm not taking the time to pause and go back and forth, I'm not going to be good at doing the micro that was needed to go back and forth. Solid healing, meat shields, and winds of death. Yeah, like I do. That's a lot of Pegasus. Pegasi?
What
Pegasus.
does the Emperor bid?
Okay,
Very well, I will do this.
gotta get this corruption down.
Sigma.
We need money. So give me money, which I think means I'm even doing this just to get more money. But yeah, that's the reason. There was no like good. There's no good. What's the word I'm looking for? No good strategy reason outside of, hey, I can only focus on so many things at once. And just
Let us begin.
like, again, like if I'm streaming, it's not, I know no one's gonna complain about, oh my god, like just like I want you to do the fight worse, but like I feel like I'd rather just
Speak your mortal word.
I'd rather, if I can win the fight without pausing a lot, I'd rather just do it that way, even if it's less even if I don't get as ideal of a result. You can work towards quartermaster on the blue line to reduce army upkeep
Now,
with Gelt. I mean, yes, but also Searing Doom costing 2. Like Searing Doom costing 2 and being spammable helps this army win much more. I don't have as many turns as I would like. Actually, okay, so probably with this army, yeah, reducing the income would have good.
Yes, my lord.
On which difficulty you're playing? I am playing very hard, very hard. I should put it in the title, but also today's the last day I'm playing this campaign. I'm going back. And so I'm like, cool. I should advertise more, but also I don't play Total War Warhammer that much that I'm like, oh yeah, I should make sure it's clear that I'm a Total War Warhammer streamer, and you should find me if you like watching people play on very hard, very hard. Next campaign should be the Skaven dude that makes monsters. Throt. It's been I've played Throt one. You know, I've only played Throt once in Warhammer 3. And I think enough changed about his campaign from Warhammer 2 that it's worth doing. Because I think they made it so, like, whatever the cheese was that gave you, like, the super good... I think it was, like, your big rat boy. You could get him the exploding fart on, like, turn 1 before you ever fought a battle. If you, like... you needed to get a little bit lucky, but I think they nerfed it, and there's now like impossible to do that turn 1. So like that start doesn't even exist anymore. Maybe I should do a Throt campaign, because we all know DTN's never good. But Monday I'm gonna be starting a single player. Well, this is single player as well, but like a story game, a massive one, one that's had a huge effect on the industry and how stories can be told across multiple games and all that stuff. And I don't know when I'm going to be playing other stuff. DTN's never going to play Skaven to completion. Oh well. We got 15 turns out of him. That's the best we can hope for. Yeah, no, that's true. Monka, surely he wouldn't have just said the name of it in those sentences. That'd be crazy. But yeah, so all that is to say,
what?
no idea when I'm coming back to this. When I'm coming back to this game as a stream game, and so I should be advertising and playing very hard, but I'm not. This fire resistance heroes army probably also doesn't stack. I'm realizing. Craig and I were talking the other day of what we think stacks in this and
Power of nature is yours.
of these.
What do you want of me?
Gold wizard.
I've got my gray wizard that can hide.
Our paths have crossed.
Oh, speaking of which,
Do you seek?
okay, you're still in the Bard Warhouse. Good.
I serve no master.
I guess getting this is less important now that I've already got it on one character, but also too late I clicked it.
That is fortuitous.
This is looking at all the boost income you've neglecting. Yeah. Yeah.
Mirrors.
But also, who fucking No, I should care.
Your orders. Cleanse the Empire.
Flame on.
But like these guys, they need to make sure.
Agrees.
Actually, this guy can be on boost income duty.
Death is not the end.
It's only local province, but even that one turn of the boosted income is actually like adds up because it does stack. Although it's not showing right now. Interesting. Hold on.
You come to bask in my legend.
Why can I not get mad at him for trespassing? Why don't I have a... Or did I already warn him? Did I already warn him and I've already forgotten? He's immune to trespass? You have what, 2 hours left? I'm sure your income will last that long. Unironically, yes. This motherfucker's immune to trespass?
Before I get hungry.
God, power creep. Time to pick a fight? Oh, don't worry. He's next. He's 100% next. I mean, what? You think I was gonna fight Vlad next? Nah, that's Carl's problem.
Ready. Move.
I think I'm saving. Because I do need this. Very much need this. Right. You make me money. You make me arcane essays. Oh, this is making my money not last nearly as long, isn't it? You make me money. The growth will help. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, we're picking this fight this turn. No, this next turn. I just, you know, need a turn of recovery. Where you go? Are you going somewhere where I can just... Wait, actually, I have no idea how I do against his army. I've fought I've fought ogres before with Gelt, but I don't even think I've fought Greasus. I think Greasus is usually dead by the time Gelt gets back there, so it's probably just some minor that I've been fighting, which, like, we've shown how difference between fighting minors and majors is such a huge difference. Gotta say, Empire's anti-large units are underwhelming. By anti-large, you mean Death Wizards, right? Death Wizards on horseback. I should clarify. Halberdiers supposed to be anti-charge, anti-large, so I just barrel through them. I think one of the things that Warhammer 3 tried to fix, but is still very much true, is like, I don't think there's many anti-large units, like your spearmen and such, in any faction that actually can 1v1 like the monsters they're supposed to be good against. What they're good at is tarp hitting for your range units to actually take them out. And Warhammer 3 was supposed to fix some of that, but I haven't seen it. Ogres are anti-large, yeah. If my math is correct, if you had 19 wizards with all 3 points in boost income, Brass Keep would have gotten you about 430 gold a turn. Still doesn't seem worth to pick up before maxing all spells. I don't know about maxing all spells. Maxing the spells I'm probably going to cast every battle, definitely important, but like, I'll be honest. This guy was like, hey, this is a wizard I'm probably going to want and has noble, which reduces upkeep, and it's going into an army that's got a bunch of other things, so I should probably put him in. Does noble stack? Should I be looking for... Oh, should I be looking for noble wizards just in general? You know, I just realized I have not actually checked. What the hell? Okay, you're a monster hunter.
Battle wizard.
Knowledgeable, rough, but also why they're 18. Disciplined, just kind of matters, but not really. Determined, oops. Oh, this is why you have extra hit points. I kept wondering why the hell you had more. Another monster hunter.
Ready.
Monster tracker. Sure.
Battle wizard.
Aggressive, rough. That's rough, buddy. Perceptive. That's rough, buddy. Wow, I've kind of low rolled these, haven't I?
Who calls?
You would definitely get faction specific ones. Why have I? Really?
The Empire.
The only one that's in this army that is noble is this guy. I haven't,
What?
because I think noble the
Grace. Mortality.
yeah, the what's it called?
Ready.
The upkeep production actually stacks. I wonder if the spawn ones have a smaller pool of which ones they can get, or if I just got wrecked. Godfighting ogres is Vance before they get the Graveguard halberds was pain. Ooh. Meanwhile, I'm playing as Bashira. I'm just getting outrun by ogre in battle. Yeah, the speed bonus, like, they need to do something about the speed bonus that units get from charging, because I get why it exists, but it lasts for too long and only the AI seems to get to take advantage of it. Like, I don't know what it is about it that lets the AI get to take advantage of it and the player can't. Because, like, we saw it earlier when we were fighting the Marauder Horsemen. Like, there wasn't any, like, my wizards weren't that far away from them, and they didn't get some speed boost to catch up to the Marauder Horsemen. And like, the Marauder Horsemen were able to run back at roughly the same speed that my wizards were, even though they were set to charge and were fairly close. So I don't know what it is, but it's definitely annoying.
I am the supreme patriarch.
All right, who are you at war with?
Careful, or I might eat ya.
Hold on. Excuse me, what?
This is not the way.
I mean, it makes sense. The entire time we were here, we never saw Festus. So Festus was probably somewhere, but where the fuck is Festus? Wait. Is Festus the reason?
Been at this long enough. You want something? Thou not be wrong, fitted.
Was Festus the reason that Rasputin is dead? Legend made a video talking about it, but I can't remember which. Oh. Well, here I go watching all the Legend videos again. He's in a better place. I mean, he genuinely is in a better place, but also, damn. I miss him. A lot of us do. Rah Rasputin? Yes, absolutely. If I put you in March, do you get here? You do.
Step to it.
We're just gonna go back over here. That'll be fine. See, look. I made 130 gold by having 3 wizards come over here. My money might not last until the end of the...
You need me?
No.
Mercenary law.
Fuck. It's all right. One more, just one more turn. I don't think either of these are worth it. Depending in how many turns it actually does take to get some money. No. Actually, probably that's fine. That's probably fine. Because now I get to take this. But I was hoping someone would pay me to go to... You know, I should check. Maybe Festus will pay me for a peace treaty and going to war with. Why are you a good... Did you just lose? Am I going to be able to confederate? Can I confederate Altdorf because they lost that battle? That'd be sweet. That would fix my money problems. The funny story, I was singing Rah Rah Rasputin the other day, and my cat was deathly afraid of me, but when I stopped over to Hotel California, she couldn't give a nip.
What brings you
No.
here to disturb my...
No. You're getting murdered. There's nothing stopping that.
The Empire.
Bring me flesh to craft.
That will work.
It is for the best.
Damn.
Soon I'll be all powerful.
What map is Taliban? Does anyone know? Is it the one that has that entire fucking wall that has no towers on it? That's easy. It's stupid easy to siege if they're vampire counts. Does anyone know? Because I'll go fucking just kill these guys. You're Google it. It's castle in it. Thank you. I probably can win this even if it's not that. It's just if it is that battle map, it's that much easier against vampire counts. Because then there's literally no pressure. What the fuck? What? Why are you up here? Like, don't even have a vision of them to tell them what the fuck. He does that sometimes? Yeah. Empire's getting rinsed right now. You know what? It just means more for me to conquer. Except this means I can't go after man-eaters. Because I'm just going to take on Vlad instead. Elspeth still alive? Yes. She's in Krugenheim. Here is how I can tell. I haven't met her yet. I literally was just like, fuck it, I'll go back. And then Karlberg was held by the Black Pit. So I was like, yes, I'm taking Karlberg. You know what? Madman, I appreciate you Googling it. I'm just saying fuck it.
The Empire. Be at peace For that is all I ever want.
Will you pay me to go do this? Hell yeah.
Right?
That's like 2 more turns.
Do not waste my potential. No peace, just war.
Wait, that looks like things changed and I'm not going to be able to... Okay. That's fine.
The comet.
To the provinces. This will bolster the nation.
I shall be victorious.
Alright, which map is it? Fuck! Why are all the castles up here this one? Whatever, we can still win it. All the Solomons Lore Wives is a bunch of can towers. Yeah, I'm not actually sure there's like a good website to like figure out, hey, what battle map is where. I think I need to persuade my mother again to start a multiplayer campaign. Multiplayer campaigns are pretty fun. Badmud and I have done a few of those recently. As I googled it, I was getting a bunch of lore too. Yeah. It's interesting. Like, I think that's one of the reasons I really liked watching Legend, is like, Legend was one of the few people that was like putting in the work of like, hey, here's like actual like ways to get better, and like things to know about the game that you should know, or that will help you get better and stuff like that just exists out there in general. Like if I go look up like any Paradox game, like there's like at least 3 or 4 content creators that are like not just updating the wikis, but are like putting out a bunch of information, or like testing out what all the numbers mean, and are looking at the source code and stuff like that. And like, it's okay that Total War doesn't have that, but also I'm sort of sad that it doesn't exist. If I move you down here, will you let me? Yes. Comes in much later than that. But maybe it doesn't matter? Actually, you know what'll make it not matter? These guys are also here. Like, they can hold the line for a little bit against all of this shit, and then these guys will come in after, and then, yeah. That works for me. People who are not hurt or less hurt can move out of here. And then, yeah, we can just get some healing at the start of the battle. 95% of my knowledge I learned from Legend and Zerkovich. I don't know Zerkovich. I will open up a tab that's searching for him. Zerkovich. Total War. They're recommended. Hell yeah. He hates elves? That's all I need to know. Oh, fucking based. File searches have found leaked the next possible character DLC with some new voice lines. If someone gives 5 subs, Shannon, the listen to me, you knife-eared piece of shit, is the voice clip, is the sound clip that plays. We are certified elf haters here. My unrelated to Warhammer at all, my battle tag on BattleNet is Elfbane, because, well, yeah, it's Warcraft. Fucking elves. Anyway, let's start the battle, and then we can do some healing. Everyone hates elves as being the wallet for the war effort. That's when we tolerate them, man.
Sage wizards.
Grave danger.
Damn pointy ear leaf lovers. True.
The Empire.
Gelt needs some healings. We'll do that as well. If any of these guys get too high, like this guy, you can get out of here. You don't need to be getting these random heals. Same with you.
Eager. Savage power. Quickly.
Oh my God.
Advance. Swiftly.
Please, please.
To battle.
Oh my God, please. Just get out of there. I'm begging you.
Ready. Eager. Sigmar calls.
The Grey Order. At once. Onwards. Hunting.
Not but a big old tree. True.
Quickly. Fleet. This way.
Madman's lucky I wasn't wasn't the Belgar player, because I would have been like, yo, but that tree landmark for the dwarfs. I don't care really about elves until I have to face a bunch of Avalorn archers. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Amber wizard.
Sigmar.
Wizard.
All right, time to start spear leeching this guy.
Curses of Shaish.
And then time to start burninating the countryside.
The winds glow hot. What?
I do enjoy burninating the countryside.
Burn everything.
Can you both just start? Yeah, there we go. Murder that guy. Murder that guy. That sounds good.
Quietus.
We are Sigmar's heirs. Taste gold magic.
Now this is where Flock of Doom really fucking shines.
Courageous. Oblivion. Untamed power.
Like, oh no, you put a bunch of chafe against me.
We will alone.
That's so I can't even keep a straight face.
My ire.
You can do this too.
Untamed.
JKL Harris.
Shannon TV, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
Howls.
Thank you, Linux, for reminding me I smell syrupy waffles.
I am fury. Courageous.
Hey, you guys came to help after everything was already dead. I guess not everything. Whoa, why did Gelt just take a bunch of damage? What the fuck?
I understand. Battle wizard. Onwards.
Why do these crypt ghouls still have so many entities alive? You guys are pretty chill. I like that. I love Grand Cathay for his name. Hell yeah. He's also your neighbor across the sea. But he is your neighbor. We meet Shield the Towers? Why would I need to meet Shield the Towers?
Balthazar Gelt.
Wait, why are you...
What?
You go here. You go here. You on horseback? You are.
I am a pyromancer.
Alright. What if I just assume all my wizards are in some form of
Now.
rideability? Because it actually does look like they are now. That's good.
On my command.
Wait. You're not a wizard.
Affirmative.
You know what?
Yes?
He gets to be a wizard today. You're a wizard, Harry. He's a wizard of faith. Exactly. I told my dad I was cold. He told me to go stand in the corner. It's 90 degrees there. Amu, there are Europeans here. They're not going to understand the joke. Have you got some of those foot soldiers killed? Yeah, but I don't want to get them killed. I just built up that army. They don't use radians, but 90 degrees is an unfathomably hot for them. She lit him on fire in a corner. Exactly. "90 degrees is hot for everyone." Yeah, I might turn on the AC on a day that's 90. British were basically struck out when it hit 72 freedom there a few summers ago. Yeah, they like. It's so funny because they're like, "Well, we don't have AC." I'm like, I'm not turning on AC on when it's like until it's reaches a certain temperature. Now, granted, the place I live is also, you know, better airflow and all that stuff, but it's not like that's some newfangled technology. And it's not like this is some house that was built in the last 5 years. Because now houses over here can actually hold heat. My place can hold heat. In fact, that's all they do. Okay, that's fair. Okay, he's not a wizard, but he can still go. You're flying now, right? Yeah. They fly now? They fly now. Hey, come kill this necromancer. That sounds like fun. Houses over there have metal roofs and turn them into easy bake oven. True. How much other slander can we say about Europeans while they're here and still awake? Anyway, hello, Skeleton Spearman. Have you dealt with 20 angry wizards before that are getting a Hammer of Sigmar Bless? Some weird German building tips. Clap Fenster. I probably butchered that. I'm so sorry. I do hope I pronounced that close to correctly. Ah, yeah. Spend your invocation of a hex on Skeleton Spearman. German breakfast buffets are terrible. I would even go so far as to say they're the worst case scenario. Okay, that one we can ban Amu for.
Armor melts.
Death's foreseen. Shaman. Carnage.
You have Black Knights? What do you have Black Knights?
God brings death.
Now I gotta fucking find one of these guys so I can Malchus miasma them. And then find one of these guys so I can put some birds and flock. And now there's some Fellbats that... Oh, they did get hit with the Flock of Doom. Good. Are you still fighting the... Okay, good. Ooh! Actually, perfect. You're fighting the Necromancer and Graveguard. That's exactly who I would hope you...
I am supreme.
You know... I'm kind of over this fight.
I am master of Shaman.
That's it? I don't know many people over here who eat worst or case for breakfast. I was definitely one of those things of like, come on, at least be somewhat accurate with your jokes. We've got to be ethical with our jokes. But unironically, yes, be ethical with your jokes, but also I certainly cannot be. No one can say, Harris, are you always ethical with your jokes? Fuck no, I'm not. Not even close.
Taste gold magic.
I really hope Nagash gets his own lore magic, at least a lot of bounce spells with the Hand of Dust. I'm very interested to see how they do Nagash. Oh, you're getting double teamed by Necromancer and Graveguard. I see. I was like, why are you having trouble?
Bow before me.
Okay, well, here, let me help you out.
Feel my ire.
No, stop Invocation into Hecking. The heck? You were already at your heal cap? Oh, probably because, yeah, you came in the fight damaged.
Death comes. Spirits invoke.
Oh, his leadership was broken. I didn't even need to do that. That's fine, though. Oh, that's also Graveguard. So, yes, please also handle these guys. I'm German. I have no humor. Smile. Let's. I mean, I sort of understand the stereotype, but I also don't. Like when I feel like stereotypes are dumb. Let's I'm gonna get that out of the way. Stereotypes are dumb. Like if we could actually be real about their like grouping any type of people, especially when you get into large numbers, like how many Germans are in the world, like you're obviously not going to be able to do it well. But when I think of a European country that can't take a joke, it's the French. There's a fucking corpse cart too? Fuck me. Where did they get this? Where did all these armies come from? Watching German comedians like watching ASPCA commercials, you just feel so bad for them. Aww. In the arms of an angel. Not in the corpse pile? Oh shit, you're right. Never mind. I hate that I'm doing this, but I think I kind of gotta help out the Empire Captain just a little bit.
Wizard ready.
This thing is not fucking dying fast enough. That's what if you, the player, on easy have units that start crumbling, they fucking crumble. And for some reason, this guy is crumbling, but Invocation to Heck is enough to keep up with the healing. Never mind that, like, they're not winning this fucking battle. Really often think about it. Every year I watch the halftime show, the football event thing, the Super Bowl. They're pretty crazy and fun. In Germany, the commercials are not funny, even if they try. Oh, okay. Interesting. I definitely, like, I guess I don't know enough Germans to know like how relevant something would actually be. So it is interesting if like, no, it is kind of true that the humor is a little different. Okay, well, let's heal. Let's kill these Graveguard. Killing the Graveguard should hopefully fucking deal with all this shit.
Sigma calls. I will melt their tiny minds.
You know what'll also help? Using these birds. Are they good against these units? No. Does it matter? No. They're just here to put more bodies attacking into them. How many? They still have 500 troops left? What the fuck? Where have they been hiding? Real Tank is trying to stall while Kugath is decaying. Oh, yeah. It's only crumbling, not disintegrating. I guess that's my other point is I feel like crumbling doesn't exist for the player. It's either they're fine or they're disintegrating. Did those Graveguard die yet? Corpse card's back. Wasn't the corpse card? No, something else was at the necromancer was at their battle healing cap. All right, Empire Captain, you're now. You're now a wizard. Go kill this wizard. What the fuck am I getting shot at by? Where are you going, Jade Wizard? Watching sports too, and some events like Super Bowl or soccer World Cup. Yeah, I used to enjoy watching sports a lot more, and I don't know. I've lost my enjoyment for it. Like the possible concussions I dealt with has made it that much harder to watch people potentially get concussions. All right, now there's army losses. So now here's the fun thing about this army fighting, well, demons or any army that crumbles is by the time I realize I can get to heal, they've all fallen up. I lost a unit? I can't believe this. We're refighting this. We're refighting this fight. I can't believe. This was an eagle. This isn't the loss. This is an eagle. That's definitely not the loss. These demons might occasionally have chaos spawn to stall. True. Ad break is starting soon. Okay. I don't know how much longer past the ad break I'm gonna go. We are going to go past the ad break, though. Because, well, I can't end this entire week. My go live message, the go live notification that gets sent out via email or the app or the top right corner of your screen if you're already on Twitch has been welcome to Astalia. So we can't end our Balthazar Gelt streams without doing welcome to Astalia. Yeah, gotta do the quest battle. So we're gonna do that probably after this ad break, but I'll see everyone in 3 minutes. See you soon. All right, we're back. Are your PC components still up to date in your information? If so, what are your graphics settings? That is a good question, if my PC components are up to date. The only one that I would not be sure of if it's up to date is in my graphics card. That one I wouldn't. That's the one. Why? Welcome back. Thank you, Cal. What's it say in my description? Don't know why it's so hard for me to get to my own channel. What's it say in my description of what my graphics card is? I should know what it says there. I don't know why this is unlocking me what it is, because I'm like, oh fuck, when is the last time I updated that? Ah, okay, no, my yeah, no, my yeah, it is up to date then. And then for graphics settings, I'm doing this. I guess I could have just showed this. I forgot that it actually says my graphics card here. The only thing that I know that is kind of a big deal, and maybe they fixed it, I just haven't cared to check in a while. Porthole quality. 3D used to be like a very big hog. This at one point was such a huge hog, but if you watch Legend, you probably knew that because that's how I learned it and turned it off and it fixed everything. It went from, oh god, this is an issue, to oh, this is fine. Other than that, like I know I could mess with the unit size, it would help like make things even smoother, but fuck that, I'm playing on ultra. That's the only thing I can think of like maybe fog. Maybe fog was a problem at one point, and so I put that on low and then haven't changed it since. Maybe messed the PC. Probably, I don't think so. I genuinely have not messed with things in a long time, and so I don't know. I think Corpse Lifespan, like I don't know why it's working so well for me. I think that's one that like can be and probably should be turned off.
I am the supreme patriarch.
Okay, we're gonna go one end turn. Also, I don't want that in any of my main settlements. Oh, I can see Krugenheim now, which means
Bring me lore and lost wisdom, and I shall
Mommy?
treat
Sorry.
you well.
Mommy? Sorry. Ooh. Yeah, let's also get the trade agreement. We'll get the military access later, but we're not even in danger of crossing that, so that's fine. Oh my god, we've got so many fucking points to spend. I have to get all 4 points for this? Why did I forget that I had to get all 4 points? Yay! Oh, right. This is Hellstorm rocket batteries in all armies. Thank God for that. I think I forgot that this was all armies. Like, this is, man. If this is only in Gelt's army, this would be the most worthless point I've ever spent. But it was actually relevant. Missile resistance. So, like, we were talking earlier about, like, hey, what should I, like, put all your points into your spells before you put in a boost income? If I want to cast Amber Spear, I'll just cast Fireball. I'm never casting Pan's Impenetrable Pelt. Probably, period. So, like, it's around this point that I like putting the points into boost income. Of like, hey, I've got the points in the spells that I'm actually gonna want. Like, I'll maybe grab Fate of Bajuna on these guys before I start putting the points into boost income, but like,
You need fire?
like the buff spells, I'm not casting the buff spells. Meanwhile, Gelt does have hardened shot blades, which is kind of useless. You got bad news, buddy? Could you open up your settings again for 10 seconds? Oh, yeah. Here, I got you. There you go. Here. I can even do this. I don't think I'm covering anything, but just in case. There are kids being born today whose parents have never seen Shrek because they weren't alive to see it when it came out in 2001. Madman, you are fucking banned.
How should we proceed?
I serve no master.
Didn't need to hear that. I didn't either. How the fuck do you think I felt?
Prophecy in the sky.
I have to go. Right, Kel? Kel, your kids watch Shrek, right? Right? Oh, absolutely. Okay, good.
The trees tell me.
Feel your knees ache? Oh, no, it's all my back right now. Someone's back went out reading that. It's mine. It was my back that went out reading that. But Cal, if you are actually leaving, it was good to see you. Hope everything, the rest of the day goes well. Rest of your weekend goes well.
Powers are yours.
And no one tries to make you feel old for the rest of the weekend. Except maybe your kid. I think it is understandable that our kids are supposed to make us feel old. Right, Buster? He's sleeping on the couch like an old man, so he doesn't make me feel old, thank God.
Powers of oblivion.
What is your wish?
What do you seek?
It was like 98% odds D10 will be sore worn out by Sunday and just veg out for like 3 days. Oh yeah, absolutely.
What does the Emperor bid?
That man has way too many plans for one weekend, and we are not young enough to do that anymore. Man, yeah, I should just go for quartermaster. You're so right. Corruption, just to start lowering the corruption
Yes.
in
Righteous fury upon them.
places where he attacks into.
What do you want of me?
Knowledge is power.
I was gonna say, she definitely will intentionally hurt my feelings in that department. We're chilling and crocheting like the grandma I am. Clearly true. If I was a retiree part-time substitute teacher, I wouldn't do shit on the weekends. As someone who doesn't do shit ever, I will say sometimes it's nice to have plans on the weekends, because like that's when you can actually make plans with people, and so that's what gives me. So I try to keep my lazy days for the days when everyone else is working. Okay, now do I buy this upgrade? Is this my only thing I can spend money on? There is a no shit actual crow, raven. I don't actually even remember which ones are near me, outside my window, with like up in tree, like right there. And I'm like, is that in game or is that? It doesn't sound like the in game like crows you hear, but I can't tell what it actually is. Let's do Carroburg because I don't actually have the base money building in here, and we'll be fine. No way, JBL Harris. What's up, Cass? He's also married, has an actively connected family. He's probably doing it because they wanted to. He likes it too. Scrag, I am not giving you military access. This is total war, not total peace. Finish your Bulbasaur? Splash's Discord. It's still Bulbasaur, right? Yeah. Well, kind of. Harris, you see you could pre-buy Warhammer 4, Warhammer 40k? I don't... Like, wait, what do you mean by, like, Total War Warhammer 40k? Is that what you mean? Oh, now the fucking knights are dead. This seems terrible to do as Gelt. We can get Gotrek and Felix, though. But first.
The Empire.
But first.
Of course.
Of course. We have to do the very important. Oh, Dawn of War. Oh, Dawn of War, Warhammer 40. Dawn of War 4. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think I knew that. Madman. You know a little bit about Dawn of War 4, right? Learned crocheting 10 years ago from my mom. Wanted her to make me some Pokemon plushies, but she can't do it right, so she did it herself. Hell yeah. That's awesome. They pretty much reveal Commissary Yark is going to be a Legendary Lord in Total War 40k. Nice. They're sticking an ice pick on my tickle to play that game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, it's Skitarii. I don't know what Skitarii is. I'm sorry. Watching GTA play Dawn of War 4. Wait, he played Dawn of War 3, right? Not Dawn of War 4? Anyway. Objectives. It's this one, right? It's this one, right? Yes. All right. Yes, I want to teleport. Crushing defeat, by the way. Crushing. Yeah, Yorick and Gazgul are going to be fighting on Armageddon as Legendary Lords in Total War 40k, apparently. And Darktide is releasing Skitarii class. Nice. Sorry, that means the Tech Priest. Ah, okay. Cool. Well, anyway. It's very important. Unless I grab, unless I'm doing the wrong one. I think this is the right one. But in case I'm not doing this the right one.
Welcome to Astaria, gentlemen. I will not lie. The chances of your survival are small. Some may even turn against your friends as living corpses. But you have my word that I will use my arcane gifts to ensure your bodies are given unto Mor's God. This is the greatest reward, more than even gold, for the fate of your soul is an eternal concern. Now come, follow me. Strike down the undead that rise against us. Allow me to find this eldritch amulet. I ask not for my own selfish studies, but for the good of the Empire.
Welcome to Astalia, gentlemen. And everyone else. Now we do have a timer. Sadly not in a 40k, but I'll play it anyway. I feel like the time of Total War Warhammer Fantasy is running out. Yeah, I mean, we don't have that much left that we can get, apparently. But that's okay. I've had my fun. Right. I need to get you back on a land mount. That's fine. You're gonna stay back here.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
And
Moving now.
put the bones back in the tomb.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
I guess I should put this guy into the woods just to hide him a little bit better.
Forward.
You can hide the woods, right?
Now.
Ready.
Okay.
On
We'll get Total War Age of Sigmar now? Oh, gross. How could you say that? Or you say such a terrible thing? Look, any setting that has decided the dwarfs aren't worth keeping around is not a setting I want to pay attention to. Why? I need more beast wizards. I guess I should start spirit leeching this white as well. Nope. Thank you.
Death's foreseen. Wild destruction.
They've taken enough damage now that this is probably smart.
Burn everything. We are Sigmar's heirs. Tyrant calls. Battle wizard. Creators.
That reduced battle healing cap is like already fucking. Wait, what the? Why did it not take damage for like a whole turn? Or for like a few seconds there. Is the other battle that a guy on a fucking dragon comes out?
Death comes. Curses of Shaiish. Wither and die.
The dwarves are around in Age of Sigmar. They're just greedy and will side with chaos? That's gross. That's going in the book. Okay, I think now I need a final transmutation.
Master of Shalom.
Who's
Wild destruction. By Gol Maraz. Gairen rise.
you got the super cool black hole spell? It's so expensive. It's 16. Yes, I have a lot of Winds of Magic left. Okay, fine. It's 14 on this guy.
Spirits invoked.
Black Hole Sun. Won't you come? Wash away the undead. Black Hole Sun. Won't you come? Won't you come?
Sigmar calls. God brings death.
They will never move again.
You haven't gotten the Aniframe for Magic yet? No, I'm saving for it now. Oh.
Ulrich's wrath. No.
Damn, you were broken for that long and you only made it that far? Oh. Thank God this is a quest battle, so I get a little extra time at the end to heal. Anyway, great quest battle. Fantastic. 655 kills for Gelt. Love to see it. 267 for the one that got to cast the fucking black hole. And they actually killed a decent amount of eagles. This is such a badass quote about like you take care of your horse because before you take care of yourself. Oh. Okay, well I can get the item now. Oh. I was like, oh cool. And Clan Ungren's taking care of everything out here. No, they're not. These aren't these aren't ruins because there's nothing in them. Hey, look, we got so much money though. Okay, there, need that. JLR smile. They're clearly just empty ruins. True. Okay, what the fuck? I don't know. You gotta capitalize the S and smile. I don't know why you didn't do that. I'm not here to accuse you of anything. Don't my guys all have scouting? Is that I'm dumb? Okay. No, I'm dumb.
Now on march.
What do I need in this army still? 2 life, 1 more amethyst, which gives me a 19, so 1 more beast.
Jade Wizard.
Ends justify this. Who seeks my power?
Right.
Who calls? Mortal eyes need help.
I'm actually gonna... I've not unlocked regrowth yet. I'll make sure I have 1 character that has regrowth, because sometimes you just need that targeted healing.
Their treasures are mine.
Alright, now the cap's 384.
It is time.
No, you are flummoxed. Both of you take it back. I have 1 answer to that. I have 1 answer alone. That's my answer.
Gur calls to me. Who disturbs me?
This is how I lose access to that emote again. This is why I keep getting it taken away from me, and it makes so much sense.
Death is not the I serve no master.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing some boost income. I'm now looking at that number and I'm like,
Power of nature
I just don't get how I can't afford 2 armies. One of them a crap stack. When I have as many settlements as I do.
agreed by far.
Got it back for 5 minutes, I know.
Gold wizard.
Empire moment? Not like we're taking any super, like, if I had, you know, if I was like doing a cav stack or something like that, I'd understand. But I'm not.
Flame on. Bring the corpses. That is what I foresee. Smoke and mirrors.
Smoke, have you got him? Okay, you have In the Shadows, right? Okay, you get off your frickin' Pegasus. You're my sneaky guy.
To the provinces. This will bolster the nation. Moving off.
Need to make sure this Empire Captain gets healed. But then, yeah, these guys can go take... Vlad gets to go so fucking far. Okay. Money. I can afford this and not... Okay. Do I? Right. I get bonus income if I get back to 100, which I'm not getting anytime soon. Construction costs saves me money in building, but it doesn't save me money otherwise. But this doesn't help me either. So, sure, we'll do construction cost. Interesting. The balance of power between me and Takala has completely shifted. Right, so Ed. Oh, I should have checked to see if I could confederate Reichland. That was silly of me. I probably can't now, but maybe there was a chance I could have. Maybe I still can. The balance of power was pretty far in my favor. What is this? Uh-oh. Oh. Right. That one.
Friends of the Empire, come.
Well, I can still click this button. That's nice. All right, how much money am I losing now? I am making money now. Fuck yeah. Okay, what are your armies? Because they probably fucking suck. Stig.
Master engineer.
What the fuck is this? Oh, this is your only army. Here's what we're gonna do.
My decision will be correct.
This is honestly fine. I think I literally, that's my first 3. Yeah, that's literally my first 3 points into him as well. Holy shit! The AI might have leveled a fucking hero correctly? I don't have to respec him? You, on the other hand, how bad is it? Why? Master Engineer, who gets restock and gets to buff artillery, war machines. Yeah, let's put our fucking redline points into greatswords, demigriffs, and fucking infantry chaff. Anyway, see? We have fixed our economy. All it took was confederating Reichland.
To strengthen the Empire.
Actually,
By Sigma's right.
we'll get a little more money.
Pick up the pace.
I'm assuming...
I am in ascent.
I'm assuming that this is about to get a little out worse. So we're just going to come down here. What is this? Oh, go Trek and Felix. Okay, what provinces do I have now? I have this. Give me income from trade tariffs. Whoa. Mr. Worldwide. That's nice. Growth. Okay, what else? I've got that still. No. No. What do they have here? Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Elspeth.
Future, present.
What do you want for
past.
Karagazga?
Shaiish sees only endings.
Hey guys, I fixed my economy.
Diplomacy.
Or Elspeth in my Muriel deck? You should. Wait, which one? There's so.
A negotiation. How about this?
How the fuck did that happen? When did I touch my mic? I mean, I must have. I absolutely did. Welcome to the Mute Club, the club room mute. Oh, true. I was just joining Vibe Club. Okay. Well, this campaign suddenly is looking very solid.
Getting to it.
You'll touch my mic? Oh, whoa, Al.
'Tis merely an opportunity for learning.
You know what, Al?
Now,
Just for that. You'll get your redeem. And it's even going to be a lord, so the name shows up everywhere. But yeah. For having Gelt die turn like 8, this campaign's turned around very much in a way. Nice one. He I promise it was him that said this, and I was going to ignore it and take his points anyway. But this campaign's suddenly going well. Diablo 4. Small indie company. This campaign's going well. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to... I will say, rolling back patches for a Paradox game's easy as shit. Total War? I had to, like, go in it, like, I had it set up yesterday of I can come in and do the save, and it wasn't going to try to update. And then today, it was like, oh, we're updating. Buster the Ferocious? Who do you want to be named Buster the Ferocious? We have a lot of choices. We have a lot of choices.
By the comet.
Oh, wait, we already have Buster. We literally already have Buster. I mean, we could have Buster and Buster the Ferocious. But we do already have Buster. What about second Buster? You're so right. Buster the Cute, Buster the Wise. I love my cat. No one has ever accused him of being wise before. There's a reason he and I share a brain cell. No, we have Buster at home? No, I have Buster at home. Isn't that right, buddy? He is conked the fuck out.
The Empire. The nation called.
Good thing I have... No! Okay, what am I naming Buster the One Brain Cell? Because, well, we're out of Beast Wizards.
I will marshal the band.
The one-celled brain, my bad. You know,
Drives progress.
let's be honest. What about that wizard with the 2 sticks on his head? Oh my, you're right. You're right. It is definitely a life wizard.
Let us begin.
Oh, they both have that portrait. Damn it. Okay, we'll do the one that's got the different portrait. Are you kidding me? Buster the one-celled brain. There we go. So this one's Buster the... Okay. That's gonna call it for me today. And thanks everyone who joined because it was Total War Warhammer. Appreciate all of you. I just because I hadn't done an introduction, I'll stream. I'm Jake Hill Harris. I'm a recovering Dead by Daylight streamer. Mostly play a mix of strategy games, puzzle games, and story games these days. Wanted to do some strategy this week because we've been doing a lot of Slay the Spire recently and been enjoying the hell out of that, but you know, wanted to mix it up a little. But I've been really hankering for a good story game, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to play. I was looking through my library, and I realized, you know, as far as story games go, there's some all-timers. There's, you know, shut up, Changeling. And there's one that I have played through off stream because when the game first came out, I think it was still just in TV. And well, let's, you know, I'm going to stop dancing around it. Mass Effect, the Mass Effect trilogy. One of my all-time favorite series of games. Never streamed it. And in fact, have only played through it once. I've only finished each of the games once. And I'd like to change that, and I'd like to stream it, and because I've referenced it to a bunch of my friends, and there's a lot of people here who've maybe played through it a little bit and didn't know all of it, and so yeah, I'm gonna start streaming that Monday. I think I'm gonna take a break between game 1, 2, and game 2 and 3. They're kind of bundled together now with the Legendary Edition. That's what I'll be playing through is Legendary Edition. So I think it'll be clear when game 1 ends and goes to game 2, but I might need to be like, hey, this is where game 1 ended, by the way. But yeah, my intention is starting Monday to start Mass Effect 1. Depending on if stuff comes out or if I just need a break, we might go straight into 2 or take a break between 1 and 2. But yeah, I've only played through the series once and want to correct that. There's also a very other important thing I want to correct, which is I am 100% on the belief that FemShep is the only way to play the game. That's what I say all the time. Yet my only playthrough has been with maelstrom. So I also need to do a full playthrough as FemShep. So that's the other thing we're going to be fixing. And the other thing I will not negotiate starting Monday is we are playing as FemShep because I have not actually finished the games as her. Don't forget the jiggle physics. I'm not modding it. Because Talia's physics are already perfect. I mean, what? I have a hard time playing through game 1. Its mechanics did not age well. When did I started playing it a while ago. And I remember it being a little janky. But I think I'm going in it with the mindset I'm playing for the story. I'm not gonna play like on the easiest difficulty, but I'm definitely not gonna up the difficulty. I am gonna like kind of put a focus on I'm doing the main story and doing the named character side quests. So like if there's a side quest that random Joe Schmo is like, hey, go do this, probably not gonna do it. If it's a side quest where, you know, Garrus or Talia, not Talia. Why am I blanking on her fucking name? You know, if one of the main, like the crew mates have a quest, I'm gonna call it a main quest. But anyway, let's go find someone to raid. Can't believe Mim is live again. 2 streams in a row. This close to just raiding him anyway, but we're not gonna do it. You know what? I can't remember the last time I raided Jelly. How? Yeah, let's go. Let's go raid Jelly. I'm not thinking I may have done it recently, but I don't remember when, so I'm gonna raid him. But yeah, if you guys want to come for the Mass Effect stream starting Monday, great. If you were just here for Total Warhammer, it was good to see you. Nice to meet you. Totally understand. But yeah, let's go say hi to a very good friend of mine, 10 letters 10. I call him Jelly because that's what I called him when I first met him in Undercity 20 years ago. And we've been friends ever since. I've slept in his bed. We've shared hotel rooms together, all that good stuff. He's playing Marvel Rivals. He's a Marvel Rivals content creator, partnered with them and everything. If you enjoy Marvel Rivals, give him a follow. He gets codes for cool stuff all the time. He gets to play the new characters early. In general, it's worth following him, but especially if you're into Rivals, like that's my added sell for following him. So he's playing some Rivals right now with a couple other partner content creators, I believe. So it'll be nice to say hi to him and give him some love. Splash posted the raid message. It is the boop the snoot. Get him to boop the snoot. He will boop the snoot. In fact, if you ask him real nicely, he might boop the snoot of his kitty cat Fergie. She's very cute too. You should make sure to call her cute while you're there, and call him cute. He cute. Yeah. So I'll be back Monday with Mass Effect on Memorial Day, and I'll see you over in Jellies. Thanks for watching.